Hi, my name's Peter Henson. I live in Stowmarket in Suffolk. I'm a mental health nurse by profession, and I work across Bury St Edmunds and the Ipswich area. I was brought up in a Christian family in Fulbourn in Cambridge. We had a local church there, St Vigar's Church in Fulbourn, so we went every Sunday. And there was an expectation actually through Cub Scouts and through we had Sunday school as well that we went to as part of the local village school. I can remember the winters in Cub Scouts wearing shorts. They've got big copper water pipes along the pews, and you'd kneel down to pray and scald your knees, probably burn them. It wasn't a pleasurable experience, and I didn't understand the language. It was very ye olde kind of English. The hymns, I couldn't quite understand what people were singing. Through adulthood, there was a period again when I questioned, I was searching. I just couldn't find my way. I was lost, and as many of us do when we try and do it our own way, I made lots of mistakes, burnt many times with things, and actually at some points really frustrated. Why is God doing this to me? Why is God not letting me have that? Why is God making this difficult? In 2019, a friend of mine, Rachel, asked me if I'd like to come and have a look at her church that she went to, and I thought that'd be a kind of nice thing to do, so I was up for that. I was expecting the traditional church that I'd been to, the very, quite quiet and very respectful, so I put on my shirt, trousers and shoes and was prepared to sort of sit at the back mumbling along to a Bible, but still to support a friend in doing so. When I walked in there was something changing about that. It felt like coming home. I couldn't believe it. There was electric guitars, there was drum kit. We were made to feel welcome. The moment I walked in, I looked around me and everybody was just so relaxed. Some singing and clapping their hands and waving their arms in the air. Some just looking at the screen, reading the words. I was one of those. I didn't know the songs. I was looking, but I was enjoying every second. I couldn't believe that this was church. And it wasn't about the building and the set of rules, it was about the people coming together. People would normally go to church to feel welcome, and that's exactly what happened there. I couldn't wait to come the next Sunday. I was talking excitedly to Rachel about the service, what it meant for her, what she heard, then I started to go quite regularly on a Sunday. We liked it so much, I was going to the one in Debenham and the one in Thurston at the time for the afternoon one. So we were getting the best of both and hearing different perspectives. COVID hit and everything went online, but in a strange way, as devastating that was for everyone else, because working in a hospital now, it's all hands on deck. I couldn't leave, I was doing very long hours, but I was able to take my break in the evening and join online to Alpha. Alpha for me, I can't recommend it enough. If you've not done it, people talk about it. I was trying to get some of my family members to have a look, because they've got these big questions for me that actually I don't have the answers for yet, or I may never have the answers, but I know at Alpha they'll be alongside peers that will have the similar questions, and it's a safe place to have those questions talked through with one another and just explore more. The combination of going to church on a Sunday and your Alpha group, so you keep connected during the week, so it's not just a once a week thing, it just really set everything off for me, and it's changed everything. And now there's other areas where work is busy for everybody, but I make time. I've got a little Word for You Today app, and I start every morning. That's the first thing I do, is I just read that. That sets me up for the day. So that's how I start and end my day, and then of course I have my private prayer moment as well after that. My hobbies outside of my work is I studied marine biology at first, but I've always been fascinated. When I was 4 years old, I remember our school taking us to botanical gardens in Cambridge, and there was a big pond there. I dipped my hand in, and as I pulled out my hand, there was a baby frog just sat there, and it suddenly dawned on me, there's a whole new world under the water, and I was hooked from then. I got my first set of goggles, and my head was constantly in the water wherever I went. Everywhere I've been in the world, the first place I go to is the sea, and I get in it. So there's a special importance with the sea. There's a spiritualness for me within that when I talk to it's a place where I can just sit and talk to God and be with God as well. I'm choosing to be baptised because the time's right, and that's it just absolutely feels right to me. I was just thinking about how much I'd gained from following Jesus, and I wanted to make not only a personal declaration to Jesus myself, but also a public one. I want people to know, and I'm proud and to celebrate that I follow Jesus. I'm hoping that if just one person watches that video and they become curious, inquisitive about it, that they'll reach out and just have that private chat with me if they want to, and I can put them in the right direction of Forge Church, of Alpha Group, and talk about how special baptism was for me and the people that attended that day.
I know your story. I know that you love Jesus, that you want to live your life for him, you want to show his compassion to those that you work with. And because of your faith in him and because of his work in your life, we are so proud to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Brilliant, mate.
That is great.